Hey everyone. Well, actually, good evening, basically is what I should say most importantly, because I'm actually out here just about on a long walk, just to get some rough exercise. Well, now that we're getting close to winter season in almost a month, one more month away, since I can't ride my Matmobile for a while, because I try not to ride in the cold season. Sometimes what I like to do is actually go on a long walk like this and just walk for, a couple of hours. But I don't know, this time I'm hoping it doesn't rain, which I don't think it's going to. But yeah, the vlogging is back. Well, pardon me, kind of. But yeah, it's true, it has been 2 months, I think it was. 2 months since I last vlogged, which was when I was on my vacation to the mainland. So at least I got some things so I can be safe, which of course I'm gonna be fine. I have my jacket on and got my keys for later, of course, and most importantly, the whistle. I always use the whistle. Don't get me wrong, I do. I use it for basically because I feel like a pedestrian policeman. Because of the amount of car accidents we've had over the years, if cars don't pay attention to me, I will use this whistle just to get those stupid people to pay attention. Because I've seen multiple times where there will be drivers on their phones and all that stuff, and people that are, blind, like whatever. This whistle literally does the work. It really does. I don't know if I should do it here. It's probably gonna be too sketchy if I do it here. But whenever there's that odd time when I cross the road, which I'm going to be a good number of times eventually, there could be a chance I'll be low in there. So, but while we're at it, I better give you guys an update, because there actually has been a lot of things that's been going on with me in the last couple months, which is actually more serious. There's a little bit of excitement of it, but it's actually quite serious. On the October 2nd, on that day, I was actually at a counselor meeting, I had the reason to plan a meeting with a counselor. This time though, it's more of a family issues. And the reason is because I actually hate how different my parents act than how I do. Like, the biggest example of it is my parents are very faith-based, basically Christianity style based. And for me, I never was. Although I was going to church throughout my entire life, but I was never into it. But do you know why I was in church? Because my parents forced me. They just forced me. Like, the month after I was born, I actually got baptized at a Lutheran church over in Parksville. And then 2 years ago, I actually was confirmed in a Lutheran church. And it wasn't really exciting for me. The reason why I had to do those two things is, once again, my parents forced me. And overall, I was never happy. I was never happy to do those two things because it wasn't my interest. To me, Christian-based people and people who aren't act completely different. They really do. Like, they don't watch, first of all, Christianity people don't watch much 18+ rated movies and stuff like that. I watch tons of them. And lots of people I know, actually the friends I enjoy hanging with, actually don't mind swearing. Like, I'm not going to swear on this, but overall, most of the time I'm into swearing around most of the people I see. kind of like in the Trailer Park Boys, and of course, South Park. One of my most favorite TV shows of all time. Don't get me wrong. Now, so I left here, my apartment, about 6:15, and I'm already on Bowen Road, just over by the Rexel building, in case you want to see. Can't really see too much. I'm holding on my awkward hand right now. But yeah, it'll definitely be dark eventually, but I should be safe. But continuing anyways, when I went to this counselor meeting, I was by myself with the counselor. And later I actually snook on my phone, thanks to a friend of mine. He showed me this audio recording app on the iPhone. I have the iPhone 8. It's basically a recording app that just records everything, and there's no noises or nothing. And I snook it a recording take in and hid my phone in my pocket, and the counselor never knew I recorded the actual whole meeting. About a week later, just after Thanksgiving, I actually made a tape of that meeting. I recorded it with a microphone onto a cassette, and I went to my parents' house the day after Thanksgiving. I dropped the tape off. My parents weren't home when I went there. I dropped the tape off and I put a sticky note on the tape, and it says, "Mom, please play this tape in the cassette player as soon as ASAP." And I wrote my name on it. And then, true enough, later, once she got home, she listened to it. And I was in like shock, because when I also texted her to make sure she actually does it. But overall, she did say to me back that I was actually expecting this to happen at some point in the future, and I never knew she did. I never thought she would know that I was gonna change this big. Never in my life did she ever say something like that to me. I thought she was just gonna get so pissed at me, she would almost smack me in the face. Because that's what I was like. I was almost gonna just smack her in the face if she was not trying to smarten up. But the good part of it is, right now, is they're gonna try to get used to the new me and the new ways that I act, and they will act that way. So that's basically one update I can share with you all. Another update, and this is a really good thing, is since last week, me and my close friend, a really good friend of mine, Dylan Chabatel, aka World of Shap, we've been making some videos together, and he's still in the process of editing it right now, but coming soon he's gonna upload a really good video that I was in, doing a couple different things. And of course we're both really interested in Super Smash Bros. We made a take of that and he's also gonna post some of the best moments of ourselves playing that game from last week onto YouTube coming soon. And I'll make sure I send a link down below of World of Shap's YouTube channel, so make sure you check the description for that. And of course, me and Dylan are both getting excited about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is going to be coming out pretty soon here in about less than a month, almost close to 1 more month away, right around the beginning of December. So I'm extremely excited to do this and play the game with him. Another game that Dylan's been really excited about that just came out last week is Red Dead Redemption 2. I actually watched him play it for the first time the other day, and it's actually quite interesting. It focuses on the Wild West and just riding a horse throughout the game, Actually, it's quite interesting. For a video game that new from this year, absolutely 100% interesting. Every time, every crosswalk, I always make sure the whistle is ready, because through intersections like this where cars will just come just before they turn right, or when they come through an intersection like this, they come down and they turn left, I make sure this whistle is ready. Like, you guys won't realize how many accidents there are every single year. About a great number, which is not a great number, but a terrible number, which is a higher number than what most people have expected. There's been a high number of them every single month. It's unbelievable. Like, just reading the news about it is completely unbelievable. Jesus, that scared me. Sorry, I really hate dogs. Dogs are my biggest fears. But at least it's in the fence, so it's okay. Looks like we're just about to enter what I call the dark zone. We're basically here on Rosstown Road, and the destination I'm trying to reach is Koltai Elementary School to play on the swing set for my break. It looks dark already. The sun's about to set, which it basically already has. And the moon's already arose. But it's not going to be like this bright soon enough. It's going to be darker soon enough. But it seems really dark and spooky. Of course, Halloween is close up ahead. But it doesn't mean that people can be scary sometimes around here. Of course, I'm used to this, so it doesn't scare me of this darkness, walking in the cold darkness. The one thing I also forgot to mention is this road, Rosstown Road, is definitely one of the most quiet neighborhoods there ever is here in Nanaimo. So, of course, yeah, there's going to be a lot of cars that drive around here, but it doesn't mean that it remains quiet for all night, but it's a mainly focused, quiet neighborhood. Especially in the dark time like this, definitely seems a very quiet street. Well, folks, we made it to our destination, Koltai Elementary School. And it seems to me, because the lights right by the main entrance are turned on, and also cars parked, tons of them parked in the parking lot, makes me think there's something going on that's completely unexpected for myself. So let's hope I'm not distracting anything, which I don't think I will be, but something interesting must be going on then. Well, I'm just on the swing set now. Just what I need. Even though I'm not really in elementary school anymore, but I still love swinging on a swing set. Higher and higher I go. I've actually been pretty good at swinging really far and high, actually, to be honest. Usually I can do good tricks on these swing sets, but I can't do it with the camera on one hand. But I can also swing upside down. I actually can, but not at this moment, unfortunately. Wow, look at this. This actual big playground. Oh, hopefully I can get a good balance here. I think I might be too tall for this. Look how high that is. It's unbelievable. I don't know how wet the surface is. Actually, it's not too bad. Hope we can see, but I'm sliding down. Yeah. Oh, my legs. Now this is the extreme part. A double ladder plus stairs. I don't know if you can see much of me climbing it. The slide is right there. Right here. It's an interesting slide, actually. Once again, I almost feel pretty tall for this. It's like I gotta lay down and slide. Lay and slide. Here. Oh, the way I sound in here. Unbelievable. I think I see some suspicious people at the playground. I don't know who, but I'm curious. It must be some friends of mine. I don't know, but it seems curious enough that it must be. I spy 3 people. Yes, it must be.
Hey Matthew.
What's going on, guys?
How much are you?
You're officially on my MK Films vlog.
Thanks, bro. Yeah.
What's going on? So we're just leaving Koltai School, and I just ran into a good friend of mine. Of course, it's Dylan Chapatel's brother, Aiden, who of course I've been in a vlog with him before. Only a couple of them, but he's a quite interesting guy. One question I want to ask you though, Aiden.
Ooh, an interview.
Well, yeah, of course, because it's been a little while.
Okay.
How does it feel for you to be in the 10th grade?
Oh no, I don't want to answer that.
Well, how does it feel?
It's horrible.
It isn't. Why is it horrible? Of course,
School bad.
No,
I'm failing in my classes.
No.
Oh, I am.
School's good for you. Wait, you say you're failing? Oh, come on.
2 of them.
2?
Yeah. Well, no, actually 1.
Well, that was an interesting time running into a good friend of mine. Now we're basically entering, if you think about it in a video game, phase 2, where I'm heading back to the apartment. It's basically 7:30 in the evening already, and it's gonna be a long and interesting little route that I'm gonna be taking. I'm gonna be going all around through, close to the highway. Now, very shortly, we're just about to head to the most darkest area of all time I've ever walked at. I call this the ENN Cave. Basically, it's where it's the ENN Trail, but at this time of the night, I call it the ENN Cave. So here on the left is Rock City Plaza. It's an interesting area. And way on the right is where we're heading. It's a dark, dark area. We always gotta make sure I stay far to the right side as possible, because lots of bikers come around this area. Even if I had the Mapmobile, will be cycling really fast if I was going straight this way. And so far we are safe. There's no bikers around or anything. Even pedestrians, they should not be in the centered area in the darkness when they're not wearing anything reflective. Like, first of all, I'm not wearing anything too reflective, so I'm staying to the right side as possible. Yeah, way down there. It's so dark. It's very dark down there. It kind of be spooky sometimes too, because unexpectedly, you might catch some unexpected deer on the side, on the grass. which doesn't happen too often, but this is a forestry type area, a small forestry area because of the trees and the grass. And lots of deer can even cross the highway, and you won't know it until a few seconds later, just once it crosses, when the lights reflect on it. It's unbelievable. I've actually caught some drivers before where there was a deer crossing the road. Luckily they didn't hit the deer, but it was very scary because I've actually known quite a lot of people in my family that actually got hit by a deer when they were driving. It's very crazy how it's not really too rare to catch, but it happens. There's one moment that's extremely rare if you're lucky enough to catch it. It's right here at this traffic light intersection. It's actually a fire truck traffic intersection. Now, this is actually very rare to catch. If you see it running, I would actually be much appreciated if you take your phones out and start filming it, because this is actually rare to see in the night. Because it is lots of times, actually pretty much every time, when I'm right around this area, when the fire truck comes out and responds, these lights don't turn on at all. Completely nothing. And they should be going off, because think about it. This actually means the light is green because it's not running, so cars can go. But doesn't mean that when a fire truck responds and tries to get on the highway, doesn't mean that when the lights are still off like they are, doesn't mean you keep going. It doesn't happen that way. But I'm hoping to catch something like this, a rare moment like this. I'm hoping soon. Because, yeah, I would be lucky with this. Catching this and posting it for Nanaimo to see. I can almost call this video Rare Moments of the City of Nanaimo or something like that, if I was able to catch this running on video, which I highly doubt. This area definitely can seem spooky when you see all those cars coming way from over there. It's almost like you're in a car movie, just like in a NASCAR race. But this, you won't believe that there's a whole ton of cars coming where they'll turn right, which we don't know, but that's okay. Seems clear. This is basically Dorman Road, right where Fire Station 2, right over there. That's basically why there's that rare traffic signal here. Wish it was actually an original one, like almost every other intersection, but this is what it was like for many years. Officially made it back to my place. It's an interesting walk, and I'll tell you, going on walks and taking fresh air, it actually is pretty good. It helps you to release stress and all that. That's why I enjoy doing this quite often. There you have it. Hopefully you guys all have a great night, and I hope to see you guys all very soon.